What the heck? Do-do-do. Damn it. Come on.
Greetings!
Hello!
Hang on. Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
All right. I'm just, I don't do this very often, the whole hangout thing. So, hey, there you are. Now the question is, do we have anyone watching? Because I think we're live.
Are we live?
We are live.
Are we live on the YouTubes?
I believe so. Hey, there's people here.
Hey!
Good morning, Mega Podlings.
Sound the air horn. Sound all of them. Every single last one of them.
It is Crazy Joe. I got Shawn from Negrorlando channel joining me today via the internet from a much warmer part of the country.
Yeah, I'm inside of my house. Which I'm kind of like I'm doing two things at once. I'm talking on the live stream and I'm watching Raw. So if any time that I'm not paying attention, don't think it's a slight to anybody.
All right. Well, we've got some people watching. We've got Brent Oberlin, John Hickey, Kyle, the Steven Seagal fan.
Right. Steven Seagal, good guy. Good guy.
Yeah. So welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Oh, boy. All right. I have nothing planned for this live stream. How is the wonderful world of Florida, the place that I wish I was every day of my life?
Why are you not here? That's the question.
Well, because there's this dude who has joint custody of my stepdaughter, so I can't go too far away.
Well, that makes sense.
When she's 18, though, there's nothing stopping me.
That's it. You only got how long? I don't know how long. I don't know how old your little girl is, and I'm pretty sure like this whole thing may have taken a turn for the worst.
7. The chat room has gotten very quiet. Hello, everybody.
Has it gotten quiet? Dang. I'll tell you. In the geek news, I started watching the Umbrella Academy. I don't know if you started that show yet.
Not yet. I was talking about it just yesterday, though. I was like, yeah, is this for one thing, I was trying to figure out, is it family friendly or is it for mature audiences?
It is for mature audiences. I don't know if you're familiar with the comic book, but it's Gerald Way's comic that he made, and it's a very good comic with a very good story, because it's not necessarily something about like, hey, it's Greg.
Oh,
and we're inside the game room. Yeah. No, but it's essentially a family, and they're just I would say they're kind of dysfunctional in how they're doing things, like but they all have superpowers. So that's definitely a very interesting dynamic. It's a good show. It's X-Men meets Watchmen. I mean, it's very Watchmen-esque. So when you watch it, it's very, very similar to that.
No, I've intended to watch it. My question just was if I could watch it with the kids or not. Then the answer is
no. Probably not. I mean, there's foul language, of course, but there isn't like nudity or anything like that, so you don't have to worry about that. But foul language is there.
Okay. We will do that one solo then.
Yeah,
Hi,
but
Greg.
definitely check it out.
Hello.
Where did Greg go?
Greg, where did Greg go?
I'm right here.
Where did Greg go?
Totally unprepared for this live stream. This is totally unprepared.
I sent one more invite to this live stream out, but I doubt it will go answered. I sent Mr. CinemaSickness the link. He's in Disney
I saw
World
that
right
he was
now.
out. I thought he was in Florida.
Yeah. I figured I'd be the only guy on the stream not in Florida tonight. So I sent him the link. I know he's Disneying it up, and I said, "Hey, click this link." So he's not going to know what it is. I didn't tell him what it was, but he'll get a link and go, "What?" And then next thing we know, he'll be here with us. So this is called ambush live streaming.
I've heard of sniper.
Well, let me tell you.
Heard about ambush before.
Oh, my cat is drunk and trying to jump on top of his cat tray. It's not good.
Cats shouldn't drink. Don't drink, cats. That's a bad lesson for anyone to teach their young cats. And I have many cats. As you guys can see, look at these cats over here. That's my finger, but see, there's a cat here. There's a cat here. But see, you don't want to teach these cats to drink, you know.
Well, this cat just got back from the vet and he's heavily medicated, so he's acting drunk. And I'm being told CinemaSickness is live right now, which is a surprise because I didn't think he would be because he's in Florida.
What?
He doesn't usually do his live streams when he's traveling. So apparently I'm competing with him. Joey Baseball and he just joined us in the chat room. He gave me that information. Hello, Joey. John Hickey is saying he enjoyed my wife's video. Thank you. That was a surprise. Yeah.
Good job.
CinemaSickness is live now.
So where is CinemaSickness streaming from?
He's got in his thumbnail a picture.
I like your ear hat in today's video. Thank you.
Let's see.
My Germany Epcot.
There we go.
Are we? So he's in a theme park. He's back in another theme park.
Yeah, he said he wasn't going into any of the parks. Actually, I think he might be in downtown Disney, from what I could tell.
Is he going to see a movie? And is he going to get sick of the movie?
We can hope. I'm going to crash his live stream now. Hey!
No, crash his live stream and tell him to get over to this live stream because this is where the party's at. And it's you, me, and Greg, and that makes this a party.
The party is at the Mega Podtastic live stream.
Yeah. Yep. He needs to know. He needs to know. CinemaSickness. I wonder what movie he's sick of.
He's sick of them all.
No, he has a sickness. The sickness is he watches too many movies.
Well, here's the thing. I see a lot of people who watch a lot of movies, but are they good quality movies is the question.
Well, he's got a lot of movies in his collection. He's got the largest collection I've ever seen, and I'm going to go on a limb and say they're not all quality movies.
Well, then, does he own?
I will also say that I have a much smaller collection than him, and my collection is also not all quality movies. So that's just the nature of the beast, I think.
Hold on. I don't know what happened.
We got the Negrorlando logo.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Hang on. I'm getting back. I'm back. Look. Okay. I know my battery's charging, but that's okay. Because when I do certain pieces of my video, I'm typically like back here, and I have a ton of movies like here. So these movies, and I have the Infinity Gauntlet here, which is fine. But does CinemaSickness have a Serbian film?
He might, if he found it at a thrift shop.
No. He's not going to find this in a thrift shop. I swear to God.
He does
he have a Serbian film?
Probably not.
then I demand that he takes down his channel and removes the name. Kidding. Let's see. What other movies do I have? I have a lot of random movies. Yeah, because I like
your Flash mask.
Yeah, The Flash is always over my shoulder. Actually, I know a lot of people enjoy Back to the Future, but if I can make any recommendation of the best time travel movie to exist, is this movie called Time Crimes.
It's a good
right
movie.
here.
I hated it.
And this movie, did you say you hated it, Greg?
Yes, I hated it.
You hated Time Crimes? It was a perfect movie. Perfect movie.
No, it was terrible.
Let's see. I also own Song of the South.
That's a classic.
That's a classic. But I like to actually get like really bad movies.
Yeah.
That's actually my The Mist.
Oh, wait! Are you calling The Mist a bad movie? I love The Mist.
No. See, the Mist is actually a really good movie because if you have somebody who doesn't like to emote during movies, or if they don't like to, get a reaction, you always put on The Mist, and it's a movie where you will always get a reaction. Like it's a movie that forces the reaction on you. Let me see. Oh, here you go, Greg. So everybody knows that my hometown is Victorville, but I have this movie called The Victorville Massacre.
I have not seen that one.
Don't worry, nobody has. Or the Jim Carrey movie Rubberface.
It's a classic.
Classic movie. Classic movie.
I got into trouble. I got into trouble on one of our live streams recently because I made a comment that I never found Robin Williams funny. I never found him funny. And I forget who it was. Someone got insulted and said, "Have some respect. He's dead." And I'm like, well, I didn't say anything bad about him. I didn't say Robin Williams is a terrible guy. I mean, I just didn't find him funny. I thought he was a terrific dramatic actor.
Now, when you say you didn't find Robin Williams funny, are you referring to his stand-up routine, or are you finding him not funny in his in the roles, like in the movies, funny?
Mostly his stand-up. I thought he was I don't know. He was a little too Jim Carrey. I don't find Jim Carrey that funny, but I like him in dramatic parts like Eternal Sunshine.
I think Robin Williams stand-up, it's good in pieces because he is very fast, and you have to like he's firing punchlines like a rapid fire. It's like pop, 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 and it's one after another. So I don't think. I mean, a lot of people find him funny, and I find some of his movie roles are really funny, and how he goes to certain movie roles, or and certain of his anything that he does acting wise, I find it's funny. His stand up is rapid fire, so a lot of times I get really tired with Robin Williams. I'm not saying that he's not funny; he's just a very tiring stand up comedian. So I kind of see that, but I think he's a much better dramatic actor than he is stand up and comedy actor.
I agree with that. I'm getting some questions from the chat room. Joey Baseball is asking if I'm going to do my regular stream at 10, where I could pay full attention to the chat room. I wasn't actually. I actually wasn't playing tonight, Joey. I thought because I didn't know CinemaSickness was going on. I thought I would.
Yeah, Greg's gone.
Fill the void.
Greg, where'd you go?
He's there. He hasn't said much. Come on, Greg, tell us.
No,
I miss you, Greg.
Talker, listener.
I know. I've taken over this live stream.
And C. Kruger tells me New Catholic Generation is live streaming also, but I got to be honest, I don't know who that is. I'm sorry. I'm sure they're great, but I've not heard of them.
Hey, Greg, do you see what's over Joe's shoulder?
I see a lot of things over his shoulder.
You see that Captain?
Many times, including that that signed picture of Billy D. Williams that says "to Cracky" on it.
That one does not actually say Chakraki. That is not the Chakraki version.
Cracky.
I just noticed the William Shatner photo back there. So
Yeah, that's my white whale. I'm gonna meet Shatner hopefully in August.
yeah, that's when the Star Wars convention goes down.
Star Trek.
Hello. Would you like to meet with me, Greg? Fine, your autograph.
Actually, can I turn this around? I wonder. Can I flip this around on my screen? Yeah, I can. What did I just do?
There's something on the wing.
Oh, here we go.
Something.
There we go. There's my.
That's the best
right
thing about
there.
like all my favorite actors. They have a weird like. Oh, there's another Shatner.
Shatner's got Craig the Scottish guy hat on.
Well,
There goes the tripod.
apparently when I go head to head with Cinema Sickness, I lose big time because we have a much smaller audience than I usually have on Monday nights because they're all
No, because
There's
you
my
got
Shatner.
me. You got me, and then it's really about longevity. And look at Shatner with red hair. Look at that.
He's got the Craig the Scottish guy hat on there.
TJ Hooker has never looked finer.
What a classic show that was.
Oh, what's the other one where he's a lawyer with
Boston Legal.
yeah, that was Boston Legal with James Spader. Was it James Spader?
Yeah.
I just remember Shatner and Spader eating scenery as if they were two like Tyrannosaurus Rexes, you know, just in a feeding frenzy.
C. Kruger is asking if I've heard of some channels, the Negrorlando, Overlord DVD, and Midnight After Dark. Unfortunately, I have. Very, very unfortunately, I have heard of them. I don't recommend them. That's just me personally.
Ouch.
So
I
Shawn,
probably shouldn't have even said that because I don't like to, you know how it is. I figure YouTube's a big place. There's room for everybody, so I don't like to, everyone does their thing. So,
What were you saying, Greg?
I got a question for both of you. If you could, okay, and maybe I should limit this to just one series, or maybe I should just say everything. But if you could get rid of one movie, excise it from all of history, what would it be?
Cold Creek Manor.
Cold Creek Manor. I don't know that one.
That was actually the first movie I've ever walked out on, and it was like Stephen Dorff and like Sharon Stone, and I want to say I can't remember the other actor's name, but it was billed as a supernatural thriller, and I thought it was like going to be an amazing supernatural thriller. It had like a great trailer and everything, and it turned out it wasn't. It was anything but, and it was horrible. And I remember walking out of that movie. Now, I probably walked out on several others, but I just don't remember them. I just remember walking out of that one. That one, bad movie. That was a horrible movie.
I might say Star Trek Nemesis or Batman and Robin. Batman and Robin's another one.
Now, I'm going to help change your mind about Batman and Robin.
Okay.
I think Batman and Robin is actually a genius movie. Now, I'm going to give you something that I want you to rewatch this movie, knowing what I'm about to tell you. What if Batman and Robin was a meta movie inside of the Tim Burton movie. It's a retelling of what Batman's adventures were in the darkest Batman timeline.
Huh. Okay, first of all, I appreciate the community reference. So, the dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you go back and rewatch it, just imagine it as if they're being cheesy, but the undertone is a much darker tone. Like they're making a Batman movie that's actually still inside of a Batman universe, but not exactly the same Batman. Like you're still in this like Keaton-esque universe, but they've made a movie about Batman. But in order to make that movie, they made it super cheesy, like Adam West style. It's weird. I when you go back and kind of think about that, what?
It's Batman Inception.
Yes.
Well, I will say this: the Ghost Rider movie from 2007.
All right.
Everybody,
so I would agree.
Yeah, everyone hates the Ghost Rider movie, but I will say, give you something that I think makes that movie more tolerable. Imagine that it does not star Nicolas Cage, and imagine that it instead stars Elvis Presley. Because
that's what I've been saying.
I would argue. Why
was Nick Cage doing Elvis as?
I don't know. I think he went into it thinking, well, Johnny Depp just played Jack Sparrow as Keith Richards, so that's what I'll do. But I'll do it as Elvis. So I like to imagine that it's actually an Elvis movie, and all it needs are some musical numbers. So imagine there's musical numbers and that it's Elvis. That movie is a lot better all of a sudden.
That's such a weird acting choice, but is Nicolas Cage, so he's known for weird acting choices? If you go to Hulu right now, there's a great movie called Mom and Dad.
Oh,
and I thought it was fantastic.
I started to watch that on the plane when I came down to Orlando in July. I started watching that on the plane, and then this sex scene came on, and there was a stranger sitting next to me, and I just got uncomfortable and was like, "Oh, this is weird," and I turned it off.
No, you have to go back and watch it. It's on Hulu.
Okay. I do want to.
But he actually,
I do want to see it.
He's actually gone on record as saying that movie was his favorite movie he's ever done. But The Wicker Man is full of Nick Cage odd choice moments. There's a part where, and everybody knows about the bees are in my eyes, the bees are in my eyes. But there's actually one scene where he dresses up like a bear and punches Kirsten Dunst in the face.
Wow.
Have you never seen The Wicker Man?
I've seen parts of it. I've never seen the whole movie.
Greg, have you seen The Wicker Man?
Fortunately, no, I have not.
I always liked how he played
the bees.
He played the character in Kick-Ass as Adam West.
Yes.
That was a good movie. I like that movie.
Oh, but he did bring back the Adam West motif for Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
Because that's how he played Spider-Man Noir.
I need to
spoiler
to the Spider-Verse again. Over the last couple of days, I watched with the kids. I watched Teen Titans Go to the Movies and the Lego Batman movie. We watched them both, and I'm sitting there thinking, I just need Into the Spider-Verse because that's like they go together. Those three movies. If you're going to marathon movies like that, that's the perfect next chapter to this. But it's not.
Right.
Shawn, did you see Lego Movie 2 yet?
I have not seen the Lego Movie 2. I'm really behind on movies. And I have to play catch up because the Oscars is coming, and I intend to destroy Facebook feeds when the Oscars on. So that is kind of what I think I might live stream the Oscars, and just kind of do a live
Host
like reaction, because it used to be like me and my buddy would like destroy, Facebook feeds. Like I'll just be posting ad nauseum so that way your feed just kind of just doesn't show anything else but my stuff. But I think I will probably live stream like my own reactions to the Oscars, which will be fun while I'm just kind of riffing on things. And hopefully I don't get copyright strict.
Be like the host.
Yeah. Yes. So hopefully next year they just say that Shawn guy, we want him as a host for the Oscars.
I sent them a tweet and told them that I'd be willing to host, and they never got back to me.
It happens.
But I said I would need my friend Dave Perillo as my co-host. That was my stipulation. And it turns out he's actually not going to be available that weekend because he's going to be down your way doing Celebration of the Arts or Festival of the Arts, whatever they call it.
Festival of Festivals of Festivals.
Yeah, yep. Festival of the Arts.
Because everyone loves coming to Disney. And, it is what it is, I guess.
Disney vloggers.
Disney vloggers all day.
Don't like Disney anymore.
I could live there. But I don't.
My favorite thing is watching people go really crazy about Disneyland, and I sometimes try to understand it. But I think it kind of makes sense because I would feel like I would go crazy about going to Disney World and get really excited. But because I lived on the West Coast, like Disneyland was just it. So it's like, oh, you're going to Disneyland? Oh, how fun. Now, I mean, I see a lot of, especially here, a lot of people don't go to Disneyland. So when they go to Disneyland, sometimes they really enjoy it, if as far as history goes. But a lot of people, like for me, I just find it's a very small park.
I'll take Disney World any day.
See, I want to take the kids to Disneyland for a very simple reason. I'm old and I'm tired. And there's only 2 parks there, so it's less strenuous.
It's good to go to both parks at Disneyland. It's a lot easier to do both parks, but there's a science to it. So a lot of people don't understand the science, and then it really ruins their trip. Like, say, for example, if you do go to Disneyland and you get like a park hopper, you want to make sure that you're there for rope drop. Now, it sounds crazy and probably counterintuitive, but I assure you, if you do rope drop and you're I would start off in California Adventure first because everybody would go to Disneyland, and then knock out everything in California Adventure before noon. And at noon, people seem to move out of Disneyland and go into California Adventure. So you travel over to Disneyland from noon to like 4. But once 4 o'clock happens, then you got to leave Disneyland immediately because that's when the entire city of Anaheim decides to come to Disneyland. So then they all go to Disneyland. So you got to go back to California Adventure, which is a park that people in California don't really like to go to. And that's my method, and that's my piece.
This is the least active chat I've ever had going in a live.
How many people are in your chat right now?
Well, it says there's 6 people watching, which is lower, much lower than usually we're like at 40 or 50. You guys probably get higher because you guys have a higher number of subscribers. I got 540.
That's untrue. I will probably get like 15
watching. That's what it is.
What's that?
That's what it is. People are not used to a Hangouts live stream.
Yeah, I've only done this once before, and it was Joey Baseball says I'm having a private conversation with my 2 buddies. Joey, what I was trying to do here is I was trying to create the atmosphere that we have on the CinemaSickness live stream where there's 3 of us on the couch. However, there's not 3 of us on the couch. But,
well, I'm on a couch.
Well, yeah.
I'm on a futon. Does that
you
count?
You guys are sort of on couches. I'm on a bar stool. But that's what I was trying to do here. But it's not really a private conversation. I mean, chime on in. We're not really addressing the chat room because there's not much coming out of the chat room, quite frankly. But Brandon says Dave's still going. I thought C. Kruger had said he was finished, but yeah. And this is Joey. This is something different that I'm not really used to. I've only done this once before with Rick. We did this when Cinema Sickness was out of town. We were trying to. This is going to sound very, very dirty, but we were trying to fill his hole. So, if you know what I mean, you know. But there we go. So,
hey, Game of Thrones in a couple of months.
Game of Thrones. I got to start watching it because I started.
Why?
Well, when it first came on, I watched it, and then I stopped watching it because they would break for a year, and they'd be done for a full year. Then they come back a year later, and I wouldn't remember who anyone was because a year passed. I'm like, who's that guy? Like, I watched it, but I don't remember. And then I finally would get up to speed again, and then they would break for another year, and it would start over. And I finally said, you know what? I got to just wait until it's done. Just watch it all the way through.
You can do that. No, the final season is going to be like 7 episodes, so.
Jesse Swarbrick asks if we're looking forward to the Dune remake. I got to be honest, I'm ambivalent to it because I never read the book, and I never made it all the way through the original movie.
I don't know, Greg. What do you think? Have you? Are you a big Dune fan?
I mean, I like the original movie. It has Patrick Stewart in it, so it's got to be good.
He is in it, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in it. I mean, I like the original, but mostly it was a special effects movie for me. I didn't really get into mythology and all that.
That's why that's probably largely why I don't really remember a lot of Dune. But yeah, I remember the special effects, but I don't remember the movie.
I tried to watch the movie. I tried to watch it for our podcast about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. My co-host Bob Trait, who's no longer on the podcast, but he wanted to do a review of it. And I tried 3 times to sit through it, and I found it to be really hard to sit through. And my time is really, I don't have a lot of free time with the kids and everything. So I finally was like, I don't have time for this movie. I can't do it. So I told him, I said, look, we'll talk about it on the show, but the conversation's going to have to be between you and John because I couldn't do it. And then he didn't want to do it anymore. And so
it's a bit of a boring movie too, but I don't know what's the details of the remake. Who's involved in it?
I know Jason Momoa was just cast. I can't remember. They've been adding a lot of people this past week, but I'll be honest, I haven't been paying too much attention to it, so I'm not really remembering.
I haven't paid too much attention to I see it as a casting for a lot of things, but typically when they do that and and they have all this like star-studded cast for this epic movie, it turns out to be anything but it. It just feels like Jupiter ascending to me right now,
Or
and
John
that
Carter.
sucks. Yeah, John Carter Goes to Mars.
Yeah, John Carter. Yeah, John Carter, whatever.
It's being directed by Dennis Villeneuve. Is that the guy?
He did the remake of, did he do the remake of RoboCop or Total Recall? One of those two.
I was gonna say the guy who did the new Blade Runner, but I could be mistaken.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe that's it.
And it's starring didn't remake Timothy.
This is like Timothy Chalamet,
Oscar Isaacs, Rebecca Ferguson, Josh Brolin, and Jason Momoa and Zendaya.
Yeah, you gotta put Josh Brolin in everything. You have to put him in everything. He is Thanos, but also he's the guy from No Country for Old Men.
I'm going to say hi to Jamel Williams. Hi, Jamel. And Joey, tell us, what are our thoughts on the fact that an IP is being rebooted every 10 minutes? Let me tell you, that's part of why I said Batman and Robin would be the movie I would erase from existence, because I kind of feel like, as much as I like the movie, and I do like the movie, so I'm not crapping on Batman Begins because I like Batman Begins, but I feel like if Batman and Robin hadn't have been so bad, Batman would not have been rebooted. And I blame Batman Begins for opening the floodgates on reboots. I felt like everyone sat back and said, oh, that worked? You could reboot a thing like in less than 10 years? Let's all do that. And then James Bond jumped on it, and then it's like, oh, floodgates are open. Let's all reboot everything. So
I think the reboots are, it's weird because they're necessary, but at the same time it could be very damaging to a brand. I don't mind reboots. I really don't. I think reboots are actually really fun depending on the reboot. If you're going to redo a movie, I want to see it done better. And I think that's kind of where Batman came from, is that like you started with Keaton. Well, because you had the Batman 66 movie, and then Keaton, which they already thought that he wasn't going to do a great job because your Batman was Adam West and Keaton like knocked it out the park. And then, when you moved further away into Burton, then you get into the God, what's the guy's name who did the Batman and Robin and the Batman Forever. When you get into his era, then it was really cartoony because it's like, okay, the public wants the Adam West era, and it's like, no, we don't want that. We've moved past it. Then you get the brooding Batman of Christian Bale, and now you have Ben Affleck, which I thought was actually really decent. So done. I don't know.
Affleck's done.
Yeah, he's done, which means that you're probably going to get a way. See, I like Affleck because he was a better Bruce Wayne than he was a Batman.
Yeah, I don't know, but whoever the next guy is supposedly playing the same version of Batman because it's in that DC Justice League universe.
I would only cast, I don't know, Matt Smith from Doctor Who.
We'll just do some CGI person and we'll have Kevin Conroy do the voice.
Cinema Man says hello. Hello, Cinema Man. And Joey Baseball. Cinema Man. Joey Baseball.
I'm trying to think of an IP that was rebooted that I loved a lot. I don't know. I know we talked about it several times, but I really liked the Ghostbusters in 2016. I really liked that one. I really enjoyed it. Which one was a reboot? It's not a lot of reboots.
I didn't mind RoboCop too much, but that was mainly...
RoboCop was fantastic.
But you see, here's the thing with RoboCop. People are always like, well, why didn't RoboCop bother you? You don't like reboots. Why did RoboCop bother you? But it's like, but RoboCop was already broken because you had the TV series, which wasn't very good. And then there was a mini series that wasn't very good. And RoboCop 3 wasn't very good. So I'm always...
RoboCop 3 was bad.
Yeah, so
I think RoboCop, fell under the weight of its own creation because RoboCop 1 was perfect. And it should have just ended there.
Joey Baseball asks where he's going to get cheap shoes now that Payless is gone. I'm going to say Amazon. I don't know.
Walmart.
I got a Walmart $10 shoes there.
Oh, boy. So, Jesse asked if I think it's a good idea to make a new Ghostbusters. I like the fact that it's not a reboot. Oh, that's another thing. We're in the era, and I think this is pretty new. We're in the era where things are being quote unquote unbooted. The things that were rebooted are now being unbooted again. RoboCop. They're making RoboCop 4.
Wait, hold on. So the RoboCop that we saw just recently doesn't count. They're just going right back to RoboCop 1, 2, and 3. So are we getting Peter?
From what I understand, Peter Weller said he's not interested. No. But it's what's his name? District 9.
Blomkamp.
Yeah, Blomkamp. Thank you. Yeah, so he's doing. It's called RoboCop Returns. And
what?
Why? Why do they call it Returns? Returns is like a death sentence for the name of a movie.
Well, it's the generic thing. You know, it's like
Hold on.
everybody.
Hang on. So you're telling me that a movie that was an analogy of the life and death of Jesus Christ is getting a sequel called RoboCop Returns?
Are you talking about E.T.?
No. I'm talking specifically about RoboCop. RoboCop CinemaSickness.
No.
I'm talking about RoboCop.
It's always now.
Who?
I'm in
Hi!
with
Who is
Crazy
this?
Joe and I don't know other people. Hello.
What do you mean you don't know other people? Come on, David.
CinemaSickness. What's up, buddy?
I'm trying to figure out who's all here. Oh, Greg's here. All right.
Hey, we were talking about you earlier.
I'm sorry if this doesn't work out.
We didn't know you were going live tonight. I went live at 8 because I figured you were down there. You weren't going to go live.
You should have at least waited till like 9, man.
Well, I didn't know you were going. I thought I'd go to bed early tonight.
I didn't know I was going to go to bed. Oh, Angel's here. Hi, Joe.
Hi, how are you?
I didn't know I was going live either.
How's it going down there? So I'm the only guy on this live stream who's not in Florida.
Oh, really? You should come on
Yeah,
down.
we should all miss that.
Look at this. I'm yelling at you because you're low, and I'm yelling like you can't hear me. How are you?
If you, Rick and Chris, come down with him next time, I'll get you all into Disney. Ooh, you hear that? You don't have to pay to get in.
Well, thank you. My
Hey.
wife.
For like a day, though. Yeah, not for the whole
Hey,
trip.
can you give me the same discount?
I'm a cast member.
Oh, okay.
Can you give me a tour of the Tower of Terror? That's what I really want.
I just have my headphones on. I can't hear what you guys are saying. Here, let Angel talk for a little bit. Let me get my headphones. Yeah,
There's
here.
captions underneath.
We're actually at Disney Springs right now, and the connection's not too good.
And I just saw Splorin Ryan's in the chat room, and C. Kruger's asking what Cinema Sickness is doing here. I sent him the link. I texted him the link and said, "Click this." So apparently he clicked it.
Well, I had to download a special app, so feel very special. I don't usually download. All right, let me plug you guys in my earbuds. Let's try this.
David,
I can hear what you guys are saying.
Hey, CinemaSickness, can you hear me?
There we go. I can hear you guys now. There we go. I got earbuds.
Hey,
in now.
CinemaSickness.
Hey, now I can hear you.
Where are you?
Hey, CinemaSickness.
What's up?
Can we watch this movie together? Can we watch this movie together?
Which movie's that? I don't know why.
This is the Serbian film.
How do I switch between you guys? Can I do that?
It's-
Whoever's
I'm-
talking,
Whenever
say something else.
Oh, there we go. I can see it now.
a
A Serbian film.
Do
Yeah,
you see it?
That's a
A
weird
Serbian
movie.
film.
That's a weird movie.
Come on, 5 stars.
I own it. It's weird. I own it.
He does
I was
have
trying to. We were debating on whether you did or not. So
I
I guess
have a film.
that debate was over now.
That and Cannibal Holocaust and Necromantic 1 and 2. I got those movies.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, we
Yep.
were just talking about movies, by the way, and you dropped in. It was awesome.
Nice. I'm gonna stand up
That
for a
was
bit.
big.
Oh,
My man wants me to send him the link too, so he could join the party.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna download.
Let's make
Apparently
it
he
a
has
big
to download
party.
an app
We're
to do
taking
that.
over.
There's the what do they call this balloon now though? It's called something else now, isn't it?
It's Aerial File.
Aerial File. Because
Aerial File, characters in flight.
Yeah. Now they changed the name.
Yeah, it's Aerial File or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
I love air.
Hey,
It's
Kruger,
actually called Balloon of Death.
Beth.
Yeah, Balloon of Death.
That's a horror movie. Yes, that is a horror movie. See, Kruger.
I put my tripod away. I wish I would have kept it out. Now my hand's getting tired.
Hey, did you go into the Coca-Cola factory and drink Beverly's Revenge?
God, no, I'm not drinking anything Beverly. Not doing that.
No, you must. It's a better drink. Now you think it might be like Beverly, but it's Beverly mixed with another bitter alcohol, and it turns out sweet.
That's already the first problem. I don't drink alcohol, so.
Tell him I'll do the
Bro,
challenge
I'm just kidding.
Adriel wants to do the Beverly challenge.
on Wednesday.
But
on
Beverly
Wednesday-
is still
on-
a good drink.
On Wednesday, Adriel says he's going to do the Beverly challenge. All right.
You doing what on Wednesday?
To clean it up.
Adriel said he's going to do the Beverly challenge on Wednesday. That's 5.
What's the
right?
Beverly
5 cups.
challenge? Is there a challenge?
Five cups of Beverly? Is that what? That's
I
what he
drank
says it is.
6.
5 cups, he says, of Beverly.
It's 8 now. They changed it.
It's
It's-
8 now.
Is it 8?
I'll do it.
8.
That's not even a challenge. It's pretty easy. It's good. Beverly is
I know
pretty
the
good.
people that clean up the code V's anyways.
I don't like any of the beverages they have at
Like the
Club
Fanta.
Cool.
Did you see the video I did when I was down there with Dave Perillo where he drank the Beverly? Because his
No.
reaction was one of the funniest I think I've ever seen.
No, I didn't. I didn't see that.
He's like, "Oh God, it tastes like a toilet."
Did you see when I was here with my friend Alex and she tried it?
I saw that one.
You saw that one? Yeah, that was great. We had her full. We were telling her it was like the best drink ever. We have no idea why they would not carry this in America. It's crazy because it's so good, and she completely 100% believed us, chugged it, and then was not very happy with us.
So, Cinema Man,
Yeah.
and Splorin and Ryan have both requested the link. Now,
Okay.
my only fear is if I add 2 more people to this stream, it's going to just get out of hand. Should I send the link out some more?
Sure. I don't know if I mean,
Share it.
we'll see how long I
Public
stay
it.
anyway, because we got to go meet Nikki at some point. We're picking her up from her hotel.
I got to make a promise to Joey Baseball because I don't think he's digging the format this week. Joey, I promise you I will go back to my normal format next week. You got my word. So let's just consider this an experiment and see where it goes.
No, this is working perfectly fine. He loves it.
I don't know. I might need to do this with my live streams from now on. This is kind of nice.
You don't even have to be in the bunker anymore, David.
Well, I just did a live stream for like 30 minutes and it kept breaking up. So, yeah, that's why I don't usually live stream when it's not when I'm out of Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you on Disney Wi-Fi, it's pretty rough.
I actually turned Disney Wi-Fi off specifically because I knew it would keep cutting out. So I was just doing data. But even then, I kept hitting like weird pockets of like no cell here in Disney Springs for some reason. I don't know.
That's common.
Yep.
Oh, and considering that it's President's Day weekend, it's going to be a little weird.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's pretty packed. There's a ton of people here. I did pick up my 2019 President's Day Disney pin though, so I'm happy.
They had a President's Day pin?
Yeah, I don't know where it is. I would show it to you guys, but it's in my bag somewhere. But yeah, they have a President's Day pin, and I had to get it because I'm here.
If Sam Eagle's on it, I want one.
No, Sam Eagle was who was on it? Oh, Sam Eagle might be on it. Hold on, I'm gonna get it out now. Oh, Angel's gonna be he's gonna hold it up. Where did everybody go?
I'm gonna hold it up.
You gonna hold it up? Is everybody still here? I don't know.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You guys like disappear for some reason on my screen. Where is my pin? I want to show Joe because I think it does have Sam Eagle on it.
Oh, tell him I have some.
Oh, and apparently Angel has some cups for you.
Joey Baseball wants to know, Dave, where you're going to get your shoes now that Payless is gone.
I don't get my shoes in Payless. Oh yeah, here it is. Can you see that? Wait, let's go into the light.
Oh, I think I saw. Was that Kermit and Piggy?
Kermit, Piggy, and then Sam Eagle's there in the back. Can you see it?
Oh man, I'll pay you if you pick me up one.
You want me to get you one? All right.
I don't mind.
The
I'll
last one.
Oh,
We'll go tomorrow.
we'll try to find one because they actually sold out of these over at the Disney store. I picked up the third one, and we were back looking around, and they had sold the last one as we were there. So I'll try to find you one.
Oh,
If I can find one, I'll grab you one.
Thank you.
Yep. Oh no, I dropped my bag. What were you guys saying? You were saying something before I started talking about Disney pins.
We were talking about reboots and movies that have been unbooted, where they're going back to the old continuity.
Oh, like what?
There's RoboCop. There's
Here, hold this for a second.
what else is there?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Yeah. I feel like there's been a couple though.
Halloween. I don't know. Does that count?
Halloween. Well, Halloween reboots itself every couple of years. So
Yeah.
like every
What'd you guys think?
movies.
What'd you guys think of that new Halloween movie?
Oh my god.
I liked
Never saw it.
H2O better. I think it was good.
I thought it was probably just as good as H2O on the fact that it wasn't all that great. What are you pointing at? Oh, the blue herring. Can you guys see somewhere down there? It's a bird. I don't know.
Kevin?
What?
Kevin?
Yeah, it's Kevin. Kevin's down there, guys.
Oh,
Kevin who?
Kevin from Up.
Oh, okay. The Kevin Bird.
It's not really him. We were just joking. Yeah, Kevin the Bird. Oh, we saw an honor today. We went to the Tupperware Museum. We didn't get in because they were closed today because it's President's Day. The factory was shut down. But as we're there, we spotted what was it again? An otter, and it was pretty cool. I never seen. Anyway, sorry. The rest of you guys can talk too. Sorry, I know I'm talking a lot.
Greg says.
no, it's good.
Greg
This is
says,
me without
hit
caffeine.
the like button for Shatner.
Hit the what?
Well, where is Greg? He's not on screen anymore, but he's typing stuff in the chat room.
You know, I'll tell you what I did watch. I watched Velvet Buzzsaw on Netflix.
Velvet Buzzsaw? I've never seen that.
It's on Netflix. Now, it's a decent movie, but I like John Malkovich because I say John Malkovich has this way of acting where every word has to be enunciated.
Yeah.
So it's like I am currently in Disney Springs. I need Starbucks and a coffee, please.
It sounds about right.
That's how John Malkovich acts. It's hilarious. Except when he was doing except when he did God, what is that movie? With Lenny and
Mice and Men?
Mice and Men, yes, which is a great play. But that was the best he's ever acted in his life.
I forgot he did a version of that. I always like the one with what's his name better?
Lon Chaney Jr.
What? No,
Okay.
Lon Chaney Jr. No, with oh my gosh, the guy from Independence Day. No, not Will Smith.
No,
Cousin Eddie, right?
Yeah.
What's his name? I can't think of his name.
Um,
I'm drawing a blank. Brain's going
Randy
blank
Quaid.
now. Randy Quaid, thank you.
Randy Quaid.
Yeah, I like the Randy Quaid version better.
By the way, Ryan's now.
They're just majestic.
Somebody's breaking up.
Ryan's in the house, y'all.
I think this stream has officially crashed YouTube.
She's what? No, I thought you were her dessert. I thought you were Nikki's dessert.
Joey Baseball wants
Quaid.
to know Stephanie's down there.
Randy
No,
Quaid.
Stephanie's not down here. Stephanie is in Maryland.
With all the Stephanie he needs right now.
Whoa. No, Stephanie's in Maryland with her husband.
You are freezing up, man.
I'm freezing up.
A little bit.
Apparently, I'm freezing up. I don't know. I haven't moved. Just weird.
So this is an interesting. It's an interesting experiment.
Starbucks has better Wi-Fi.
What'd you say? Am I still breaking up?
No, you sound better.
Okay. Gotta sit down now.
I don't think poor Ryan hasn't gotten a word in yet. Ryan?
Where'd Greg go?
I think Ryan died.
He's in there somewhere, I assure you.
He must
I'm
be
dead now.
frozen because his picture is like stuck in one pose.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well. Let's go to the chat room. Greg got a sub from C. Kruger.
Hey, congratulations, Greg. Hey, did I get one?
Everybody's already subbed to me, right?
Everyone's already subbed to you, man.
No. Listen, I only got like 3K, not enough. I need to beat T-Series, okay?
Well, it's my goal to hit 1K by my birthday, and I don't think I'm going to pull it off.
I think you can do it. Listen, believe in yourself, And
Well,
if we must,
Hear you a little.
I believe in
bit.
myself. I don't believe in other people clicking the like button. That's
no, you can't. Okay, so that's where it ends. You can't have these people click anything. You must smash that subscribe button,
Yeah, you gotta
baby.
smash that like
You-
button, hit that subscribe button.
You gotta smash it. Don't click anything. Clicking is for losers.
Yeah.
Smash.
you know, I don't want to step on your copyrighted material though.
This is the only way we can beat T-Series.
All right, everyone, you heard him. If you haven't subscribed yet, smash that subscribe button.
Yes.
Click.
Yes, Joe.
What do we do to the bell? Do we smash the bell? Or
Break the bell.
break that
The
bell?
Liberty Bell.
Yeah, this is Philadelphia here.
Make sure it has a giant crack in it.
I don't know. Liberty Bell's kind of ridiculous.
All right.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually. If you actually look up the history of the Liberty Bell, it's literally just a bell. It serves no purpose to like anything whatsoever.
I'm getting weird texts from Dave Perillo, which tells me he is
Is he in
watching
Disney
and
yet?
trying to make me laugh on the live stream because this
Is Dave in Disney yet?
No, he'll be there last weekend in February.
Oh, so I'll miss him then.
Oh, and now that Splorin
Hey.
Riot's here, I am still the only guy on this live stream who is not in Florida right now. So we're keeping with
Hey,
tradition.
Cinema Sickness. Are you
Yes.
going to playlist?
Am I going to playlist?
Yeah, playlist live.
What is that?
It's the YouTube convention thingy.
Oh no, I didn't even know about that. I'm so out of the loop with that kind of stuff.
Come on, bro. I'm helping you out. No, I'm just kidding.
When and where is that?
This is March 2nd at the World Center Marriott or something like that.
And where's that at?
It's down. It's a little bit by Disney Springs.
Oh, so no, I would definitely not make it out there.
Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry
I
about
think
it.
I have a convention that weekend anyway that I'm going to. I have to double check on that.
What other conventions?
I'm pretty sure that's the weekend of Galacticon, Maryland or Delaware, one of the two.
Blacktacon?
Galacticon.
Oh, Galacticon.
Hey,
I was like, wait, they got a convention called Blacktacon, and I was like, why am I not there?
if there was a con called Blacktacon celebrating blaxploitation films of the 70s, I would be all over it.
That is the only reason why I would go.
Joey Baseball wants to know if Cinema Sickness is subscribed to everyone in the chat right now.
I'd have to check. I'm not even sure who I'm subscribed to anymore. Probably. I don't pay attention to any of this kind of stuff. Like, I just sort of make videos and then just kind of go along with it.
What did I miss?
Greg's back. And Ryan's gone.
Welcome back, Greg.
Hey, I missed
Welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Dave Perillo was texting me about animal pornography. 2 dogs and a cat or a pig and a bat.
Okay.
This is a reference to Kids in the Hall Brain Candy.
I'm really glad I have my earbuds in for this, by the way.
Jesse Swarbrick asks if we want to see the new Shaft movie. That's a big yes for me. I'm really
Does that have anything to do with the other Shaft movie?
It's he's the
It's
son of Sam Jackson's Shaft and the great nephew of Richard Roundtree's Shaft.
Okay.
I think the movie should have been called Shafts with an S on
Shaft.
it.
Well, like aliens or predators?
Yeah, because there's 3 Shafts in the movie. Richard Roundtree and Sam Jackson are in there as the other 2 John Shafts.
There you go.
Or Shaft.
I like
Shaft.
I like the direction that they decided to take because it's much more comedic than having the serious tone that the Samuel L. Jackson one had.
I don't know how serious it was, though, because he did have that line, "It's my duty to service that booty."
It's true.
Shaft Resurrection. So I should have called it.
That was just kind of like my problem with it. I felt like that movie took itself way too seriously, and it took the joy of Shaft away from me. So I'm kind of excited on they're not taking themselves seriously.
They need to bring.
But they also did
Blackula back.
Superfly. They remade Superfly, and I was very disgusted with the idea. Like, why do you remake Superfly?
I want the movie to be called The Joy of Shaft now. Like, I want that title.
The Joy of Shaft?
Do you know? No, this is no joke. Okay, this is serious. Do you know what the title of the fourth Shaft novel was back in the 70s?
I don't know.
Were based on books. Ernest Tideman wrote the Shaft novels, and he wrote 4 novels, and they made 3 of them in the movie. But the fourth book,
I'm sorry. I faded out for a second. I just heard Shawn say something about taking the joy of Shaft away from it.
Ryan, you're really breaking up, man.
Yeah, you're breaking up, Ryan. Like, pretty bad. I'm in Disney Springs. I'm not breaking up.
Ryan, go down to Disney Springs and crash CinemaSickness.
Come to Disney Springs. What's everybody doing Wednesday?
It's me.
Wednesday, working. That's what regular schlubs have to do, David.
Oh, I'm going to be dealing with ice and snow, so F all you guys.
I'm just saying because Epcot's a possibility Wednesday.
Is there a possibility I can get Super Chat?
Now I'm getting gifts of Wesley Willis. I don't know if you guys know Wesley Willis. But
Wesley Willis is a fantastic artist.
I
Rock and roll McDonald's.
All right. Geriatric Geek asks if it was shafted.
Get shafted.
What is Beardy doing while you're having a private conversation? I guess Beardy is Adriel?
Oh, Beardy's Angel. Angel's here. He's hanging out. We're actually sitting in the Starbucks or outside Starbucks right now, just kind of chilling. We got to go pick up Nikki in like a few minutes, probably.
Oh, so anyway, I didn't finish. Ernest Tideman writes 4 Shaft novels. 3 of them get turned into movies. The 4th one was about Shaft going to Israel. And the title of the book, swear to God, you can look this up, Shaft Among the Jews. That's the title.
Can't imagine why that one didn't get made. Jeez. Probably would upset some people.
It's almost as good a title as Joy of Shaft, though.
That's the best one.
They should have John Shaft, like, he gets fired from the police academy and he keeps picking up like odd jobs everywhere. Like at one point he
like the police academy with like Mahoney?
Sort of like that, right? But he like he's trying to get back into the police force, but he keeps finding odd jobs. Like let's say he works in like, I don't know, a hotel, right? And maybe a group of terrorists try to attack the hotel, and then you can name the movie Elevator Shaft.
But it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work in Europe. They'd have to call it Lift a Shaft.
Yeah.
C. Kruger says there's a Creature Feature Weekend Con in Gettysburg, but
I'm a guest there.
It's not until Labor Day weekend. Yeah, CinemaSickness is going to be a guest there. I'm
be a guest there
at Dragon Con, as will Greg and Ryan, I think. And are you going, Shawn, to Dragon Con?
Leave me tentative. I might go there. I feel there's going to be a lot of cons this year, so I want to check out Dragon Con. I know I'm going to be overwhelmed by Dragon Con because they say it's like which one's bigger, San Diego Comic Con or Dragon Con?
I think, I don't know. In terms of how space occupied, it might be Dragon Con just because it's in actually like 6 different buildings.
Really?
Yeah. It's like in like four hotels and America's Mart and like 5 or 6 buildings.
That's crazy. No, San Diego Comic Con is that's a lot, but if that's under 6 buildings, that's going to be a little bit overwhelming. I might check it out though.
Boredom Strikes is here now. He likes this format. He thinks this should be a weekly show, all of us together.
Yeah.
And Jesse Swarbrick says he's a complicated man and no one understands him but his woman.
So who
Whoa.
mentioned Creature Feature Weekend, and are they going?
Steve Kruger. I think
Steve Kruger going?
I think he's going. He wants to go if they're showing any movies.
If there's what?
He wants to know if they're showing movies.
I don't know. Go to their website. They'll probably say what they're doing on there.
Oh, Greg.
Their website that they haven't put me up on yet. I got to talk to them about that.
Jesse Swarbrick wants to know our thoughts on Bill and Ted 3. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
You know, it will be really great if it was like You Got Served, but with the original Bill and Ted, like they're just aging air guitar guys. I just want to see them like older and doing the Bill and Ted thing. Like I'm really hyped, and I feel like they need redemption over Bill and Ted 2.
Oh, that's my favorite one. I love Bill and Ted 2.
Really?
I actually want Pam Grier to take the place of George Carlin because George Carlin was disguised as Pam Grier in the second one. So I'm like, okay, just bring Pam Grier back.
I like the idea that Rufus was a Time Lord like Doctor Who, and Bill and Ted was nothing more than like a Doctor Who like introduction to like American audiences. I have a ton of fan theories, man. So that's one of my favorite ones with Bill and Ted.
I wanted to bring now that you mentioned, I wanted to bring Police Academy back.
But wait.
No.
But if you bring back Police Academy, that means you have to bring back Michael Winslow, and I never think that's a good idea.
Key and Peele were actually working on some kind of revival of Police Academy. I think they wanted to have.
I want Steve Guttenberg. I want Bobcat. I want David Spade. I mean,
you'll never get Bobcat. Bobcat has no interest. You might get Steve Guttenberg, but you'll never get Bobcat.
That's a shame. What's the guy who does the voices?
Michael Winslow. Michael Winslow. But I think other than that, everyone else is dead because Hightower died.
Hightower died. Hackleberry.
Oh, really? Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Brandon Sullivan is pointing out that Nick Frost has been announced for the Greater Philly Comic Con. What are our thoughts? I'm excited, but I'm more excited that Anson Mount was announced. Really excited to meet Anson Mount. But,
who's going to be there? I'm sorry. Who'd you say is going to be there?
Nick Frost for Shawn.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
So,
when do they do press badges for that?
I don't know. I got to write to them. It's April, so I really should have written to them by now. And
yeah, let me know when you find out about that because I gotta find out too.
So, what's Ryan's status? Is he with us or isn't he? I'm not sure.
I don't know. All I see is his logo.
I think you must have a really slow internet connection or something. Mine's not that great either at the moment.
And I'm in Disney World, so I don't know. So mine's probably not that good either.
Dave Carrillo says he will be down there in Florida with you guys this Thursday.
Wait, what did Dave say?
He's going to be down there with you guys in Florida as of Thursday.
This Thursday, huh?
Thursday.
All right.
Come on, Joe. You got to come to Florida.
I wish. Do you know how much my wife would kill me?
Tell the wife and kids you'll see them in like a couple days. Come on down.
She was.
Let them know I said it was okay.
She was angry enough I went without her last time. So, you paying my way, man? You paying for my airplane or whatever?
You could have driven down with me. I'd have paid for gas. I was already paying for it.
Yeah.
All right, dudes. I know you guys are going through the live stream, but I really need to feed and eat.
Yeah, I think it's time I wrap this up anyway.
Yeah, we got to go pick up Nick anyway, so yeah.
Because I went on early. It's been an hour.
It was fun doing this, though. We got to do this again.
Yeah.
I like this format. This was fun.
All right, let's try this again sometime.
Let's do it.
Sounds good.
Thank you guys for joining me. Hey, everyone in the chat room, if you are not subscribed to All the Gentlemen, you see at the bottom of your screen, please do so.
Do it.
Cinema Sickness.
Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button.
Smashed
the
it.
subscribe button. Greg's Game Room. And two channels for each of these guys. We got Greg's Game Room and Adventures by George for Greg, and we've got Splorin, Ryan, and the Limelight DIY for Ryan. I will put links once this is all finished. And I will go
got
back
the
and
name
put
for the new
links.
Shaft movie.
What's that?
I got the name for the new Shaft movie. All right.
Thank you guys.
All right,
for
guys,
joining
well.
me.
All right.
Bye.
Later, bros.
Bye.
Keep wearing those pajamas.
I'd see ya.